Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about building your wedding business a little bit, but more particularly dealing with clients that are texting you, calling you, and most of the time emailing you saying, "Are you available on this date? What is your price range?" 9 out of 10 of my inquiries come exactly like that. And I think the first and foremost important thing to look at is that you need to always be looking at the entire process of booking you from their standpoint. You need to think about the fact that they probably never booked a DJ in their life before, let alone all the other vendors that they're planning for their wedding. And there's almost a trust factor there in dealing with wedding professionals because our businesses are small on average. And a lot of times it's somebody trusting you with their money that you're going to show up in 10 months. So, the more validity you can give to yourself, the better. But as far as sales strategy goes pertaining to locking down those clients and getting that deposit or that retainer, the number one important thing from what I've been taught, and let me preface this by saying a lot of what I'm going to tell you comes from a man named Alan Berg, who's a wedding professional. He speaks around the country at different wedding business conferences. Amazing book, Shut Up and Sell More Weddings and Events by Alan Berg is the name of the book. And if there was ever a piece of advice I could give you to grow your wedding business, it is to go read that book and don't do anything else until you read it. It's a short, easy read, but it will completely change the way you are going about taking these bookings and really engaging with your customers. It should be noted that if you are doing this lazily, or if you are not hungry to take as many weddings as you can in a summer, which is totally fine. Everybody's got different goals and different plans. Then, whatever sales strategy you use is fine. This is putting in a little extra work at each step of the way to give yourself the best chance of locking in the client, which is all I personally care about. I want to take as many clients as I possibly can in a summer because I can deliver a perfectly executed wedding to the highest standards once a week, sometimes twice if I have to. But I don't think there's anything wrong with doing 40 clients in a summer, and I think it's a total cop-out when people are saying, and I only take this many so that we can, provide you a better service. I understand that with certain vendors. That definitely doesn't apply to a DJ as far as I'm concerned. Any good DJ can, get a list together and execute and have everything in order exactly how he needs to. So if you are trying to lock in as many bookings as possible and you're trying to close them all, this is what I do. They email me typically off of my website and they're asking for price and they're asking for my availability. And the very first thing I do every time, 100% of the time, is I say congratulations and I congratulate them. And I always try to flip that on them to make it, wow, that's so awesome you're getting married. Like, as cheesy as it sounds, you need to care and invest into their wedding. And so I typically respond with, I congratulate them and I want to find out their preferred method of contact. So this is the number one thing that I think not enough wedding vendors in general do. When you're sort of just assuming that they want to email you if you're emailing back, or if they email you and say they filled out a form on your website and they left their phone number, you're kind of just assuming if you grab their number and text them right away. So you really want to be careful either way. And I love to personally say, congratulations on your engagement. That's so cool. Thank you for reaching out. Is email the best way to correspond via your big day, or would you prefer me to call or text you? Just like that. I offer those three methods. And if, I mention to clients later on all the time, I'm willing to even FaceTime and, do whatever they need to do. But I want to play on their page because we're at a time right now where millennials are coming in and the generation before are coming out, and it's kind of blended in the middle. You've got some, 27, 28, 29-year-olds still that aren't that techie. And then you got all these younger kids coming up. Some brides don't want to do anything but text you. Like, emailing you is a pain. And so if you're okay to text, you guys should take that to the same platform to get them as comfortable as humanly possible. You really just want to put them at ease. And it's not a put them at ease because they're so stressed out and you're trying to negate that. You just want to come off natural and come off like you care about the event. I go back and forth with them. Awesome. Or texting, or I'm at work. These are common responses. First of all, 70% of brides plan their wedding while they're at work, if you didn't know that. That's an important thing to seriously think about. If you're running Google AdWords, the times of the day that you're going to be firing off those ads or targeting. tons of other reasons you need to really consider that. But the majority of brides, the majority of them, most of them, are booking between, or inquiring or researching, maybe not booking, booking's more in the evening, but they are looking for vendors while they're at work. The majority of brides are while they're working. And so they don't ever want to talk to you on the phone. That's why you can't ever get any of them on the phone. And so they either want to text or they want to email. And at that point, it's a cat and mouse game of back and forth questions and answers. Awesome. Awesome. We can email you then. So tell me a little bit about your big day. Have you guys chosen a venue yet? Email. Yes, we've chosen Cascade Gardens in so-and-so. They may or they may not add something else. Then you respond with a acknowledgement and another question. That's so cool. I love that venue. Oh, I've been there before. Oh, we play tons of weddings there. Oh, that would be the first time being there. I can't have been waiting for so long to go there. And of course, you're coming off a lot more smooth. I'm just pulling crap off my head here. But acknowledge. That's so cool. Have you guys decided on your wedding colors already? Don't have to necessarily go straight to wedding colors. It could be anything. The point is that you are trying to have a conversation with them about their wedding. That's as broad as it has to be. You can talk to them about anything, even if it's not music related, just to kind of build a rapport with them, build a connection like, okay, this guy actually cares about the setup, cares about the colors, cares about the flowers, is curious about my wedding, wanted to know about my husband and I, asked us how we met. I mean, there's a million different things you can do. The point is this: I would never in a million years ever reply with my rates, ever. Like a couple people have mentioned, it's pretty difficult to even quote a wedding when you don't have a lot of info. And everybody has different, pricing strategies, and I'm not going to even get into all that. That's a whole nother topic. But as far as taking that lead, right? Like it starts with interest. Okay, they're interested in you. They found you somehow. It doesn't matter who. Then they inquired. Inquiry is the second step. Once they've inquired, what you do from there, your percentages of locking it in and not locking it in, that's where just laziness comes in. If you will take the time to talk to them, you will book more clients. It's as simple as that. I would also encourage you guys, if you are hungry, trying to build something up, trying to get serious, trying to quit your full-time job, maybe you already have and you're trying to do more, maybe you're just getting into it, I don't know, whatever. But if you're hungry, you guys need to be sponges and you need to just soak up everything. I'm listening to nothing but wedding business podcasts when I'm driving in my car. I mean, I'm really trying to do as much as I can from an education standpoint to grow this thing up. And so I would encourage you guys to, read a couple books, continually educate yourself, because that's where you're going to find all the tricks to set yourself apart from the competition. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I appreciate you checking in, and we'll talk to you soon.